Good evening and welcome to our evening devotions, week 4 of this focus season. The Lord is on his way with his people, freed from Egypt, saved through the Red Sea, cared for with manna and quail, and bound to him in covenant. Everything is in place. But what happens when the people begin to follow their own way? The last sight of Moses was dramatic. We read in Exodus 24, verse 15 to 18. When Moses went up on the mountain, the cloud covered it, and the glory of the Lord settled on Mount Sinai. For 6 days the cloud covered the mountain, and on the 7th day the Lord called to Moses from within the cloud. To the Israelites, the glory of the Lord looked like a consuming fire on top of the mountain. Then Moses entered the cloud as he went up the mountain. He stayed on the mountain for 40 days and 40 nights. Time passed, and the excitement of the people faded like mist in the desert heat. 40 days later, there was still no sign of Moses, just silence. The people looked up at the mountain, but there was nothing. They began to think Moses would not return. Twice the people had solemnly committed themselves to obedience. Exodus 24:7. We will do everything that the Lord has said. We will obey. But now they had to wait and wait and wait. What was God's plan for them? If Moses never came down, who would lead them? Then they made their own plan. They urged Aaron to make a golden calf, and then they declared, "These are the gods, Israel, who brought you out of Egypt." They feasted, offering burnt offerings and fellowship offerings. They ate and drank in a way that mirrored the covenant meal of chapter 24. But this feast quickly degenerated into idolatry and debauchery. The first commandment is about recognizing there is only one true God. He is God alone. The second commandment is about how God is worshipped. Israel did not necessarily reject the Lord outright by building the calf. Aaron even called the festival a festival to the Lord, but they chose to serve him in their own way. The truth is, if I worship God in my own way, I am not worshipping the true God at all. I am creating a new God, even if I still call him Lord. As soon as I decide how I will worship, I design a God in my own image. I shape him to fit my customs, carry him where I want him, ignore him when I choose, and even let him endorse my habits, traditions, and lifestyles. The irony of the story is sharp. While Moses was on the mountain, hearing how the Lord wanted to be worshipped by his people, the people below were inventing their own way of worshipping him. An even deeper irony is that we as Christians, with this story in our hands, still fashion our own golden calves. We continue to worship God in ways that suit us, bind to our compromises. May the Lord open our eyes. Good night.